solving exponential equations by rewriting. Basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the bases, or the large numbers on each side, so this 2 here and the 4 on the other side, to be the same number using exponents. So I know that I can, on the right-hand side, rewrite that 4 as a 2 squared. So I'm just going to go ahead and replace it with a 2 squared. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring everything else down. So the 2 to the 4th is the same. And then there's an x there. So let's use parentheses because I'm basically substituting in 2 squared for 4. Okay, now use my properties of exponents. I know in situations like the right-hand side that I multiply the exponents together. Now, if you can get the bases to match, which we did, beautiful thing happens. If the bases match, then that means the exponents must also match. So all I'm going to do is just look at the exponents now. So let's get these bases out of the way. So the 4 and the 2x exponents now have to match. And I just go ahead and solve that. And it looks like x is going to be equal to 2. So what I'm doing is I'm rewriting it into something so that the bases match, the big numbers match, or the variables match, either way. In this case, we're dealing with numbers. So I'm going to do the same thing. Oh, I forgot to change my color. I'm going to do the same thing here, and I'm going to go ahead and take a look at just the numbers. I want to know if I can rewrite one of them so that it has the same base as the other. And, same base as what the other number is. Well, I can rewrite 9 so that it is 3 squared. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So let's rewrite this as a 3 squared. Then I'm going to go ahead and just bring everything else that was already there down. So the squared was already there, and then this entire right-hand side was already there. Using the properties of exponents that I know, I multiply them in situations like what I have on the left-hand side. And then I have that beautiful thing happen again. Notice that the bases, or the large numbers, match. So let's get rid of them, because that means that the exponents have to match also. And let's go ahead and rewrite that equation, and then solve like we normally would. And it looks like we're going to get x is equal to 3/2, or just like any other fraction, you're welcome to turn it into a mixed number if you'd like. You can turn that into 1.5, but it's not necessary. Okay, this next one's a little tricky. So I still have these numbers that I'm looking at, and they aren't even on the same level. The 4 would be in the top of a fraction if it wasn't a fraction at all, and the 2 is clearly in the bottom of a fraction. So I got a couple things I need to do. I think I'm going to bring that 2 up. So to bring the 2 up, I have to change the exponent on it. Now I have a base of 2. I can rewrite the 4 so that it has a base of 2, and that's 2 squared. Then I'm going to go ahead and bring back everything that was in the original. And then bring that exponent with me. And then we know in situations like these on both sides, you're going to keep the base and you actually multiply the exponents. And then we have those base of 2's matching. So if the bases match, the exponents have to match. So let's get rid of those so we can just pay attention to the exponents. And then from here, we can go ahead and solve. So I think I'm going to add x to each side. And then divide. So it looks like x is going to be equal to -1.